Hey guys, and a warm welcome back to the channel. To the OGs, thank you so much for sticking around, and to the newcomers, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you stay. So as you can see, a lot is going on here this morning. So this is condo. I made this by soaking the corn or the maize for 3 days, dry maize of course, for 3 days, and then after that I blended it. And I've divided it into 2 portions, and I blended this one again because I'm not really getting the fineness that I want, because I can't get condo anywhere to buy, so I need to make it myself. I've blended this one and it's quite fine. So this one we are going to cook on fire like banku. Yeah, we are going to cook this one like banku, and then when we are done, we would mix it with the raw one and we'll get our kinky going. So if this is something you want to watch, stick and stay. But I want us to discuss something, so let me just get this thing going and we'll get the discussion going, okay? I'll see you guys in a jiffy. Bye. Okay, so while we are getting this ready, I got this from the shop. This is corn husk, and this is what we'll be using to this is what we'll be putting the kinky in and before cooking on fire. So after mixing it, so it's quite hard. So while this is ongoing, I'm going to put some of the corn husk in water, soak it in water, so that it will be a bit soft for wrapping the kinky. Yeah, it will be a bit soft for wrapping the kinky. So I'm just gonna put not much, because what I'm cooking is not much. I'm gonna put some in water, soak it in water, okay, for wrapping the kinky. So let's get that done. I'll show you guys. So this is what we have. It's gonna be here till the kinky is ready and ready to be wrapped. So soak it in this for maybe 10-15 minutes, but I don't think the time matters. It just has to get soft. Okay, you guys, so this is almost cooked. I'm gonna take it off the fire and then mix it with the raw dough. So you guys, I've mixed this. It is totally mixed. The cooked and the uncooked is mixed. So I'm going to line my pot with some of the corn husk. This is the pot I'll be cooking in, because this is the largest pot in this home. I'm going to be lining that with the corn husk so it doesn't burn. I'll show you guys. Let me just give me a few minutes. This is how it looks. And so I would wrap it. I'll show you guys wrapping it. I just have to set my camera properly so you can see what I'm doing. This is my first time doing this, so hopefully it turns out well. I don't know. Hopefully I'm doing it right. So this is what I have. I'm just gonna put it there. Okay, doesn't look professional, but okay, you guys, so one thing I also realized is that the maize is not like proper maize, you know, because I got it from the shop. It's not proper maize, so I'm not really getting the feel of maize in it. But you know, sometimes you just have to improvise, you know, make do with what we have. Okay, I'm going to try to wrap it some other way and see what happens. Let's see if I try to squeeze it inside instead of letting the opening be so big. No, it doesn't work. It's still opened. You know, the corn husks we have in Ghana, this side is supposed to close, you know, but this one is open, so it's a bit difficult. Hopefully it turns out okay. Shout out to all those who make kinky because at this point I don't know what I'm doing. This is it, guys. So yeah, let's see how it cooks. Because guys, so the kinky is on fire. I don't know if you can see, it's right behind me. So I'll be frying this fish. I'll be frying this tilapia, and also I've got this salmon here. I don't know if I want to fry it or I want to put it in the air fryer. I don't know if I want to fry it in oil on fire or I want to put it in the air fryer. So let's see how it goes. So there's this thing I want to discuss with you guys. Okay, let's discuss this. I'm coming. Let me finish washing the fish. So I've prepped the fish. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna season it and put it in the air fryer. I'm I'm going to fry it in oil, deep fry if you may. So I just sprinkle salt on it, salt to taste, and you can see the tilapia and then the, what is it called, mackerel there. So I'm going to fry it. The oil is on fire. I'm waiting for it to get hot and then we'll fry it. So if you're hearing something in the background, it's the kinky that's boiling. It's boiling with anger. It's boiling fiercely. All right, you guys. So I came across a video, a K1 applicant, or I came across a video of someone who is in the K1 process and she's been denied. Okay, she's been denied. She went through the process and went for an interview. Interview was successful, but she was still denied. Okay, so it got me thinking. Of course, hers was denied based on health issues because apparently she had suffered from tuberculosis in the year 2021, if my memory serves me right. And so she told them, I think she narrated her health history and she provided documents to prove that she's been cleared, she no longer suffers from tuberculosis. But she said she was denied based on health issues, and I think she was told that she had to rerun her TB tests, and she sent samples of her saliva or sputum, if you may, and she did it I think 2 or 3 more times after the main what's it called, you know, in the K1 process you need to do a medical examination. Okay, so after the main medical examination, when she presented the document, she was still asked to provide samples of her sputum on 2 or 3 occasions. I'm not certain whether 2 or 3, and she did that. And so she went for the interview and she was told that her health, the results of her sputum are not back and it will take some time. So based on that, she was denied her visa. So it got me thinking, you guys, this is something I've not mentioned, but when I went for my interview, my medical results were not ready. So the lady told me that my visa has been, everything is cleared, the questions I answered, everything is good, but my visa will be issued based on my medical report. So they were waiting for it. If it comes and everything is clear, then the visa will be issued. I am saying this because, you know, sometimes we take things for granted. It got me thinking that I was thinking, oh, it was supposed to have been given, so there's nothing that could go wrong. But it got me thinking that we sometimes forget the little wins, the little things, and we think maybe God has not done anything for us or God has not been faithful. But if we look deep down, we would know that God has done things for us that we just took lightly and did not appreciate. Okay, I'm saying this because when I went for my interview, one of the requirements was to bring the W2. For those of you watching from anywhere around the world that do not know what the W2 is, I think it's a summary of your income, your tax, and all that. That shows that you are a taxpayer. Okay, so the W2 was required from a certain year to a certain year. It was a requirement to bring along to the interview. But when I was requesting the document from my husband, I mistakenly requested for his bank statement, you know, instead of W2. So I went to the interview with a bank statement instead of the W2. And you know, my visa could have been denied based on that because a bank statement does not show anything. It was the W2 that stated that your spouse or your husband or your wife is a taxpayer and it's, you know, a lawful citizen. Lawful citizen, I mean, not of course a lawful citizen who is paying his taxes and abiding by the law. That's what I mean. So it could have been denied. My visa could have been denied based on that ground that, oh, it's on hold, provide that document before it's given. But by the grace of God, it was given. It was given. And I listened to the lady and I said, oh wow, oh wow. And so she mentioned that should she have lied about her results because she felt that she's being victimized because she told the truth of her history, her medical history. And I said, I'm saying that no, even if you do not tell them your medical history, they'll still find out. Because when I went for my physicals, you know, you raise your shirt, they'll touch your body, they'll feel everything, you open your mouth, they will still notice. Because if they read your previous medical results or reports, they will see that, and so whatever process they want to do again, they will still do it. It's not about telling them or not telling them, they will still know that this and this is what has gone on with you or is going on with you. Let's fry the fish. I think I have space for only that at the moment, so yeah, let's fry it bit by bit. Yeah, so back to the story. Let's grind the pepper. It's not about telling the truth or not telling the truth. That's just how it is. So it got me thinking actually, and I want to say I'm so grateful to God that those little things that I left out, the little details did not affect my visa. And if you came to the States through the K1 process and you had any of these issues at the embassy or during your interview or with USCIS, let me know in the comment section if you want to share your story of how you escaped all these denials, things that might have been denials. Let us know in the comments. And so what does this mean, this thing that's going on with this lady? What does this mean in this Trump administration that is changing the laws? So there are quite a number of things I've read, and so now I know that the waiting time for these processes is going to be really long. There's going to be a lot of scrutiny, and the backlog is going to be so much. You know, when I was coming here, my interview date really delayed because they said they had backlog from COVID. Now it's going to be backlog from the scrutiny because they're going to be demanding a lot of documentation because they want to make sure you have all it takes to be here. They're going to be demanding a lot of evidence. They're going to be doing a lot of referrals. Go back, bring this, go back, bring that. There's going to be a lot of back and forth. This is not to scare anybody. No, I am not an immigration officer and I do not work with USCIS, but looking at what is going on with the deportation and with everything that is going on right now in the United States, it's likely to go this way where they would want a lot of documentation and evidence before you are, should I say, admitted, before you are allowed to enter the United States. So the K1 process, it's a long process on its own, but now that President Trump has brought all these executive orders and stuff are going on, there's going to be a lot of wait time, so much so that it's going to overwhelm you. But I want to put it out there that do not worry. Once your documentation is genuine, your intentions are genuine, it will be long, yeah, but it will not prevent you from joining your spouse in the United States. So I want to allay your fears and encourage you to just keep waiting, trusting. It's gonna be all right. And to Amitra, I think her name is Amitra, I don't know if you come across this video and watch it. She's a Ugandan YouTuber. I want to let you know that I do not think you are being discriminated based on your health background. I just want to let you know that the USCIS really takes its time to scrutinize things, especially with health issues that are communicable. You know, they want to take their time to make sure that there are no errors. So it's not because you said it. Even if you hadn't said it, they would have found out in one way or the other. They just want to make sure that the virus or whatever, I don't know, I don't know if tuberculosis is caused by virus or a bacteria, but kindly let me know. They would just want to know that it's not active and it's not communicable. Okay, that's one thing about it, because there are some diseases or some infections that they are very particular about. Things that are not communicable, they don't worry about it, they just let people come. But things that will put the health of others at risk, they are very particular about it. So just take your time and go through the process. Just wait patiently. I know you said you had plans with your spouse. Of course, I know once you're in the K1 process, you have plans. Oh, when I come this date, buying air tickets and all that. I know you've got plans. When I come, we'll do this and that. But just take your time and go through the process. They are doing their investigations, and trust me, they will get back to you. They cannot deny you based on your previous health history if there's nothing to it. No, if you've been cleared and they do their test and they clear you, they'll issue you the visa. So just take your time and keep hoping and praying and just wait. Okay, just wait. I know it's difficult because from the video, she says she's not working, she doesn't want to take on a job, and maybe in a month or two she resigns. It's disrespectful to the institution or the organization that might have offered her the job. And of course, it also means that she might have taken the spot of someone else who probably needed the job more than she does, because in Africa, employment is hard to come by. Jobs are hard to come by. It's really difficult for people to get jobs. Let me not digress. So I understand the fact that there's a lot going on with you at the moment, distortion of your plans, and it looks bleak. It looks bleak because you do not know when you will be given the visa. But just keep holding on. Just keep holding on. Do not be depressed, as you said. I think you should find joy in creating more content. Maybe educate people more on the K1 process if you may or can, and yeah, it will go through. So yeah, that's my 1 cent. That's my 1 cent on what's going on with you or anyone in the K1 process. You guys should brace yourselves because it's gonna be tough, but you will sail through. Okay, all right. So this is the pepper. We've got pepper, onion, a little ginger, and then there's salt on it. So let's grind that. After which we'll be grinding our tomatoes. Okay, that's what we are going to use to eat the kinky. All right. Okay guys, so the fish is ready. You see how it's looking, all fried. This is fried fish. It's looking so succulent. As you might have seen, I ate some of that one. Yeah, it tastes good, but as usual, the tilapia is tasteless. All the tilapia I've bought so far since I came to this place have been tasteless. The pepper is here, it's ready. I have a bit of shito at the side. So let's see how the kenkey is doing. Here is the kenkey. This is how it's looking. Let's see what I've done. Guys, look. Ouch. Ouch, ouch. It's hot. Hot. Wow. I tried. Guys, look at it. Look at the kinky. I tried. Oh, wow. Let's taste it. I'm coming. Let me give you guys my honest review. Let's put some fish. Let me give you guys my honest review. Okay, my honest review is that, see, the kinky turned out well because I used the right process and method, but the maize is not good. And plus, I feel it's not smooth enough. The dough is not smooth enough. It's a bit gritty. It feels a bit gritty. But for someone who is not home and feels like eating kinky and not going to the African store to go and buy that hard frozen kinky, this will do. What do you guys think? How did I do? Ghanaians in the house, how did I do? Rate me below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me sit down and enjoy this food. Bye.